Hi, Symphony. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty well. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. So, it's been a week since I last saw you. Do you want to talk to me a little bit about what's been going on since then?
Yeah, I have been doing pretty well, but I have been thinking about leaving my job lately.
Okay. What thoughts have you been having about leaving your job?
I kind of just feel like I am not like being supported there. So I am just kind of ready to um leave. I just feel like I don't know, like people could be more helpful and they're not being as helpful as they could be, knowing that like I have so many tasks to do. So I'm just like overwhelmed and over it.
Yeah. Now, remind me a little bit because I know we talked about this before. Are you in management at your job?
Technically, no. But I guess no, I'm an office manager and an admin assistant in one. So, I work for three departments. It's an adult workforce department, a financial empowerment services department, facilities of like the organization, and then all of that like technically falls under me being the administrative assistant for the vice president of programming.
So, you kind of have a double role at your job right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Now, who is on your support team?
Um, I guess technically like I am the support team. I do have like coworkers, so there are other admins that I like communicate with and stuff. Um, but like for those departments, like it's mainly just me unless I can like bring other coworkers from those departments in. But like sometimes it's just easier to do everything myself.
Okay, so you had mentioned that you want to leave this job because lack of support. Who would you turn to for support at your job if needed?
Um, I feel like the best people to turn to for support would just be like the people in those like departments.
People in the similar role to you, but they're not
Mhm.
necessarily there to assist you. It's just people that have your same job title.
Exactly, yeah.
So does this specific job not really have a department that offers support for you and your coworkers in that similar role?
No, it's kind of just like us, I guess, supporting one another, like just with the resources that we have in the best way we can.
Okay. How long have you felt like you wanted to leave this job?
I would say it's been about 2 weeks,
Okay. And how long have you been there?
about 2 years.
2 years, 2 weeks. Has this lack of support been going on the entire 2 years?
Um, I don't, I can't like pinpoint that for sure. It I know that I've noticed it lately. But at the same time, it doesn't really feel like there's been like this huge shift or anything like that. It just feels like I'm just like starting to wake up.
Starting to wake up. So you feel like you've maybe been dormant in this job and then now it's getting to be too much for you, or you're becoming more aware of the lack of support.
I think more so like becoming aware of the lack of support.
Okay. Have you voiced to anybody, supervisors, the people in similar roles to you that you feel unsupported?
No, I don't, I guess not yet, but I don't know if I like am going to. Like, I don't know if I want to.
Okay, so there's a lack of support and you're feeling a little overwhelmed with the amount of work you have to get done, but you haven't yet decided to voice that concern to people. Is there a reason why you're hesitating?
I just feel like they know that I'm like busy and need help. And so the like considerate thing to do would be to like hop in and help because I hop in and help like where I'm needed when I see that people need help. So I just feel like if I'm doing 20 things for one department, the other department should consider that like I'm doing 20 things for each department, and I don't really feel like that's happening.
Yeah, so you feel like you shouldn't have to ask them to help you.
Bingo.
Okay. So 2 weeks you said you felt like you wanted to leave. Have you been looking for other jobs?
I've been like cleaning up my resume and kind of like browsing, I guess you could say, on like Indeed and LinkedIn, but that's about it.
Okay, working on your resume, that's a great first step. That's showing initiative that you're ready to go. Have you put any applications in?
No, not yet.
Okay, so I feel like you and I have been seeing each other for a little while, and I feel like we have a good rapport. Do you mind if I give you a little insight onto what I'm kind of seeing happening?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you have this lack of support at your job, and you feel like you're unable to ask for support, and it's getting to be too much, and it's getting to be so much to the point that where you're ready to leave. So you're updating your resume and you're browsing, but you haven't actually made that next step to apply for other positions. What is what is holding you back from taking that next step to actually apply somewhere?
I think it's just like kind of like I guess being with the fear of like going somewhere else and it like being worse for less.
Worse for less. What do you mean by that?
Like, I guess like, they like stick with the evil, kind of like at least like at my job like that I have now, I know like, okay, like I may not be getting the support that I necessarily want, but like there's like some of these benefits that I have versus like going somewhere and like not getting those benefits that I have currently and like not having the support that I want either.
Okay, so you want a job that's going to be supportive of you, offer good benefits, offer good pay, but you're finding in these last couple of weeks that this job isn't fitting all your needs essentially.
Right.
What do you think it's going to take for you to make that jump to actually actively apply and actively try to get out of that position that you're in?
I don't know. I feel like maybe just like taking the leap, like just getting over myself and taking the leap would probably be beneficial. 'Cause I'm just like nervous. So I guess just like getting over myself is like the most important thing.
Yeah, I mean, naturally, you've been at this job for 2 years. There's a comfortability level there, even though it doesn't seem like it's the best fit for you. It's still comfortable. It's something you know, and that's human nature. You want to be comfortable and you want to know what your day is going to look like when you go in. Um, so you have a little bit of anxiety, maybe with the unknown.
Yeah, I would say that.
Okay. Um, well, I think I have a couple exercises I would like you to do. Are you open to hearing them?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not going to ask you to go ahead and just start applying to jobs right away because you're saying there's a little hesitancy there and I think it's giving you a little bit of anxiety, that unknown. So what I would like for you to do is maybe hop on your computer, look up some local jobs that are interesting to you, or you can even pull up Indeed and look at job openings and then plug those into your computer search. And I want you to look up the statistics on those jobs, how they're ranked by people, what the salaries normally are, the outlook of happiness for the employees that work there. And then if there's a continuity of the employees, if there's a big overshift with, the employees, then it's maybe not a place for you because people aren't staying there. But then I would like for you to make a pros and cons list and compare and contrast your current job with some of these other jobs you find.
Okay.
Do you think that's something that you would want to do?
Yeah, I think like a pros and cons list would really kind of help me like weigh where I'm like at in my head because I don't know if it's just like I'm overwhelmed in this moment or if it's like overall burnout just like coming to a head now. But I do know like the desire to leave is like getting stronger and I don't want to like stew in it. So I do think those exercises would be helpful.
Yeah, I mean, that's awesome that you recognize those feelings too within yourself. So, another thing that I would recommend and that I encourage you to do is a career fair, job fair. Where I live right now in Orlando, they have one going on. So, in your area, if you look up and see one coming, I would strongly encourage you to go. And there's no pressure. You're not applying to jobs, you're simply going and you're learning information about these other careers that are available to you just to make you a little more comfortable. And so everything's not so much of a big unknown to you. You know, you're going to go and educate yourself a little bit on these other jobs because it sounds to me like you're a little bit nervous about making a jump to a different job without really knowing what you're getting into.
Yeah, I definitely think that's part of it. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Well, is there anything else you wanted to discuss with me today?
Not that I can think of at the moment. I think that's been really helpful.
Okay, well, I'm glad. And I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. And I look forward to seeing you next week.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, Symphony. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, round two.
Still good. I feel like, well, I have to repeat my feedback, but still good feedback from last time. I feel like you did really good, especially with the confrontation, asking me if you could like give the feedback. I feel like was really organic. You just like kind of seamlessly blended everything together where it was just like natural. And I feel like if I didn't know that we were doing the challenging skills, I wouldn't have like
Mhm.
recognized that you were doing challenging skills.
I feel like I was so less energetic that time.
I feel like I was too. I feel like I was just like, oh yeah.
I know you came on so strong the first time. I loved it. You're like,
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm out.
Yeah.
And this time you're like, I'm considering leaving.
Yeah. Literally like, but whatever, you know.
Okay. All right, Molly, let me hear it.
Yeah, I think you did a good job getting her to like say it out loud herself instead of like making any assumptions
Hmm.
about like not asking for help about like different things. You didn't like assume that she was like not bringing it on herself, but assume that she wasn't like speaking out to make it better. You more so like asked her instead of like jumping to that conclusion.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Giving her the opportunity to kind of say that
Yeah.
she's not actually doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, awesome. All right, well, I'm gonna stop recording this time.